Assalamualaikum and salam sejahtera. My name is Nur Siti Aisyah binti Azaimi. My matric number S51043 and I was supervised under Dr. Muhammad Nazri bin Hussein. Today I'm going to present my final year project titled Application of Graph Theory in Social Media. For the introduction, social network analysis is the process of investigating the social structure of the network and graph theory. It is related to the characterizes network structure in terms of nodes that represent individuals in network. Besides that, researchers reveal that social network works on various levels and helps in understanding many things. In this project, there are three objectives that I focus on. Firstly is to investigate the relationship between graph theory and social media. Secondly, to analyze the visual display of relationship between people and their connection in Facebook. Lastly, to measure the centrality among the Facebook user in the network. For the scope and limitation of study, this project focuses on the analysis of social media and determine the centrality that compute from the data Facebook on the individuals and their follower connections. So there are 62 of Facebook users involved in this project that produce a various connection to each other. From the data given, the highest and lowest centrality can be shown by the graph. Also can prove either the connection is strong connection or weak connection. For the literature review, the researcher have studied about social network analysis. For the graph theory and social media, according to Chakraborty, Dutta, Monda and Nath 2018, the users or people involved are considered as the nodes or vertices. For the interpersonal ties, Barnes 1983 stated that he started using the term systematically to denote patterns of ties, including concepts traditionally used by the public. Based on Granovetter 1973, there are two types of interpersonal ties, which are strong ties and weak ties. Your strong ties act as your friends and your weak ties as your acquaintances. Bogatti 2005 states that the betweener centrality algorithm calculates the shortest path between every pair of nodes in a connected graph. Besides that, the node receives a score based on the number of these shortest path that pass through the nodes. Based on Barnes et al. 1983, centrality is a micro measure that captures the importance of a node's position in the network. It shows which nodes that connect to all the nodes. For the methodology, search related papers or journal about the social network analysis that related to social media. Then review the article and understand how a social network link with social media. After that, compute the data from Facebook using the Python and determine the highest centrality from the output. Later, analyze the centrality of the data from Facebook and determine the nodes that have the highest centrality in the graph. At the end of this study, we can compute the better result to get better understanding about social media on the entire networks. As you can see from the graph, there are three users that have the highest centrality that are circled in red. Based on figure 4.1, the graph proves that Asid Sami bin Khamis, Zacharias Musawi, and Muhammad Atta are the highest centrality in the network who are circled in red. Besides that, strangers from the followers follow each other's social network and they keep touch to get a message or any information. The results show that Abu Qatadah, who circled with a yellow color, also get the information through Muhammad Atta, but the information will take time to receive. So Zacharias Musawi act as centrality nodes to pass the information to all the followers. In this research, we describe a mechanism for calculating the centrality between nodes in a network using data from users' social network. This project has successed one of its objectives, which is to investigate the relationship between the graph theory and social media, because we can see it has been proved in the result that the users and followers in the Facebook considered as node in the network. Besides, to analyze the visual display of relationship between people and their connection in Facebook, it successfully achieved since the graph show that the users and followers were connected to each other to get the message. Besides that, to measure the highest sincerity among the Facebook user in the network, achieve also when there are two users that act as nodes where the highest sincerity among them. That's all from me. Thank you.